concept, but let me do some explaining. See, there are those in the faith that are content with going along just to get along. As long as I have my name on the roll, I'm fine. As long as they see my face from time to time, I'm good. As long as I'm a good person, everything will be okay. But saints of God, I'm here to tell you that on that great getting up morning, every person, when he comes to crack the sky, every person won't be singing hallelujah by and by. If you're in the world and if you've been in the world and you've heard these sayings, you know, they come and go, you probably heard the saying that says, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. But this evening, I'd like to enter my own take on that statement.
Go ahead.
Church, I believe that hell is the only place you can expect to end up when you don't know where you're going. What does that mean? What does that mean? Hell is the only place you can expect to end up when you don't know where you're going. Our first set of scriptures said, "For I know the plans that I have for you." Who do you think that was talking, young people? The crickets. Who do you think that was talking, young people? God. God knows the plan that he has towards you. You've got to align your heart, your mind, and your life with the plan that God has for you. You can't do this on your own or by your own effort.
That's right.
But you've got to come to a point, believers, when you get out of the driver's seat and enjoy the ride in the passenger seat.
Amen. Come on.
This evening, I want to tie together a few aspects of the sanctified lifestyle just to show you, or to remind you rather, that there's a greater meaning for why you're here. We're going to take this story of Joseph, those few passages that I told you, Genesis chapter 37 through 50. We're going to take this story of Joseph and I'm going to show you how quickly your life can reflect this passage in 2019.
All right.
You never thought you'd come to church and leave with homework, did you? And I need you to read those passages on your own and you will understand exactly why and how your life correlates. The first thing that we ever read about Joseph should tell you how the rest of his story will go. In the second verse of the 37th chapter, we see that Joseph reported his brothers for the things that they had done in the fields. Some would say, well, brother preacher, Joseph is just a snitch, a tattletale. And through the years, I've always kind of viewed that passage the same way. But now, through the Holy Spirit, through new revelation and new understanding, I've got a new turn on this thing. This verse tells me something strong about Joseph's character. It doesn't tell me that he was a snitch or a tattletale, but it shows me that Joseph wasn't comfortable around sin. It shows me that he wasn't comfortable when those around him were engaging in sinful things.
That's right.
Joseph had to separate himself from the sin, not just by ignoring that it was going on, but by identifying it and bringing it to the ear and attention of his father.
Amen.
Too many times, believers, we try to ignore the sins of those around us in order to keep the peace, in order to keep a happy home, a happy relationship, a safe workplace. But if we identify those things that those who are not of God do, those things that they do that are not of God, we can point them in the direction that they need to go towards God. We can't just ignore sin. We're not called to be sin ignorers, but we're called to be sin identifiers.
Come on.
We're called to tell the world that sin is something serious.
Amen.
It's not just something that we can ignore and disregard. We disregard the destructive path that those who are unsaved around us may be on, just so we can remain accepted. Playing with sin is dangerous.
Yes, it is.
I remember as a young boy, it was ingrained into me by my pastor that sin will take you further than you intend to go.
Yes. Come on.
It'll cost you more than you intend to pay. And it'll keep you longer than you intend to stay.
Amen.
What does that mean? Come here. Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is
Yeah.
but the gift of God is
Eternal life.
through Christ Jesus. Come on, let's do that again. That felt good. But the wages of sin is
Death.
but the gift of God is
Eternal life.
through Christ Jesus.
That's
When
right.
you're saved, wouldn't you want those around you saved too?
That's right.
Why allow your family and your friends to walk around with a death sentence when you have the promise of life everlasting?
Help us today.
The next thing that I noticed about Joseph was that he was favored among so many brothers, and Joseph had 12 brothers. Anybody got 12 siblings in here? You got 12? How many do you have in the back? 13. Oh Lord, how did you ever eat? 13. I thank God for my one brother in the house with me and those other brothers and sisters who wasn't in the house. Had to get mine the hard way. You don't know about that hard life when you get hand-me-ups. You're catching on your way home. But I noticed that Joseph was favored among so many brothers. He was called out and set apart. The thing that stuck out about me during my study and meditation, the definition that stuck out rather of favor was that it's an act of kindness beyond what is due or usual. It's undeserving, unwarranted, but obtainable. It's undeserving,
Yes.
unwarranted, but it's obtainable. Meaning that I don't deserve to have it. I didn't ask for it, but I can get it. But I can get it. We read that Joseph was gifted with a coat of many colors, or materials, if you will, and that signified that he was thought of separately from the others. Saints, God has gifted us with a coat of many colors, and that coat is the covering of salvation through Christ Jesus our Lord. It wasn't anything that Joseph specifically did that earned him this coat, but it was what Jacob saw in him through him.
Yes.
It's not anything that we necessarily do, saints, that earns us that covering of salvation, but it's what God saw in us,
Come on.
through
Come on.
us.
Come on.
There's nothing that you've done that's warranted the gifts of God, but it's by His grace.
Amen.
There's nothing that you've done that's warranted His favor, but it's by His mercy. God sees and understands that it's His favor that keeps you from Satan's favor.
Thank you, Lord.
We went through my bio, and some people have read it, some people have seen it. But if you had it in your hands, I'm sure you would see all the accolades, and you see, I've done this and I've been here. But do you really see a true reflection of who I am? The image that you may perceive if you read my bio, you may see it standing before you today. But I'm here to tell you that there's more to it.
That's right.
There's some meat in the details.
Amen.
In between those lines and in between those times, I've had some good days. I've had some hills to climb. I've had some lonely days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around and I think things over, all of my good days, I'm going somewhere else,
Go ahead.
outweigh my bad days. And I won't complain.
Come on.
If you look through the accolades and all the good things that I've done, you may see the mistakes that I've made, all the problems that I've had. But what you do see is that I'm covered by His favor. See, church, favor allows you to enter into circumstances that the world would say that you're unqualified for. Favor will put you up in places where education, finances, overall good looks won't do for you. There's so many things that I haven't deserved that God has given me. But He reminds me that it's necessary for what comes next. Thank you. The world doesn't understand favor. It's not a concept that's easily comprehended without faith. But I'm here to tell you, church, that favor isn't always measured by the things that you have. Favor isn't always measured by the clothes that you wear, the car that you drive. The devil can take all of that from me tonight, and I'll be just fine. Because the favor of the Lord reminds me that I serve a God who will supply all of my needs according to His riches and glory. It's the favor of God that tells me that through my tears and uncertainty, that I can lift up my eyes unto the hills from which cometh my help. lift up my eyes to the hills from which cometh my help. It's the favor of God that shows me that he's prepared a place before me in the presence of my enemies. Oh yes, the very ones that came to eat up my flesh and prayed for my downfall and my destruction. Because how many of you know that when you've got favor, jealousy follows? We read that because God had given Joseph favor and vision, his brothers sought his destruction. Those around you won't necessarily know how you got to where you are, but they want it. They might not know the level of work or commitment that it took for you to get to where you are.
Amen.
But they want it.
Yes, come on.
They may not know what it took to make your current state what it is. They don't understand what they're seeing. All they know is you got it. They want it.
That's what they think.
And they're going to do whatever it takes to take it from you. When God gives you, you must protect that from the traps that the enemy sets. And if we look ahead to the end of the 37th chapter, we'll see that it's the favor of God that kept Joseph while he was in his first few stops along this faith walk. We talk about the favor, and I just want to talk this story out. I didn't want to put a bunch of scriptures and read it because I knew this was a youth thing, and y'all like to hear it straight up, right? Y'all want to hear it like in TIE, that's how they say it.
Right.
Back in the South. Anybody from the South here? Anybody? Can I just get an amen? But Joseph was gifted. Joseph had a gift. Joseph had favor. And Joseph used this gift and this favor as God directed him to. Joseph was an interpreter of dreams. Children, young people, I don't know what your gift is. I don't know what God has given you. You may be the next singer, you may be the next speaker, the next dancer, the next idea maker. I don't know what your gift is. But I'm here to urge you tonight. Use your gift while you can.
Amen.
Don't wait for a day too late. Tomorrow may never come.
Come on now.
Elder told you earlier, only what you do for Christ will last. Look around, church. Look around. What you see around you is believers. And I promise you that one day, if they live long enough, they're going to go to that place that he prepared them. Some way, somehow. But if they go before that rapture comes, I promise you, good sir, good ma'am, the things that they've done that are kingdom building will stand the test of time. We won't forget those mothers. We won't forget those preachers that stood for the bloodstained banner. We won't forget those who stood on the wall and proclaimed and worked and toiled in the faith. And you can be one of those that we won't forget if you just use your gift. But the first place that we see Joseph stop is the pit. We see Joseph stop in the pit. And the pit is a place of temporary stop. Each stop that he gets to is a temporary stop. But the pit is significant because the pit was set up for his downfall. But the pit ended up being the very thing that lifted him to his next plateau. Joseph's brothers didn't like the things that he did. They didn't like the fact that Daddy loves Joseph and Joseph got on the brand new pair of, what y'all wear these days? I don't know. What y'all wearing? Air Force Ones? All right, we was wearing those when I was your age too. So Joseph got on the brand new pair of Air Force Ones or Jordans or whatever he's got. He's got the freshest iPad and iPhone. What number we on? 22? He's got it all. Joseph's favorite. And other brothers don't like that. They don't like seeing that. All they see is that Joseph gets the tattletale and we get in trouble. So we don't want Joseph around no more.
Come on, man.
Let's set up a trap where we can take Joseph out. And we'll just tell Daddy that the beast of the wild got him. And Daddy won't think no more. He'll cry for a little while, but our life's going to be better once we get rid of Joseph. Those people around you that are jealous of you think that their lives are going to be better once they set up a trap to take you out. But little do they know that God will get the glory at the end of this story. We see Joseph delivered from the pit into the hands of the Ishmaelites and then sold into slavery, which eventually lands him in Potiphar's house. to tell somebody tonight that every stop on this walk of life may not be the Ritz-Carlton.
Yes, come on, come on.
Sometimes you're going to be in that place where they got to leave the light on for you.
Yay!
But you just keep on walking.
Amen.
All right.
You keep on walking and you give God the glory anyhow. We never read where Joseph complained about slavery or was dramatic like some of us would have been. But I believe that Joseph realized how God kept him in the pit. So he knew that God would continue to keep him. The Bible tells us that God gave Joseph favor with his master. And eventually his master was blessed because of Joseph's faithfulness to God. Everything he touched prospered and was good. But again, there lay in wait another trap in the form of Potiphar's wife. Because her desires for Joseph and him not acting on them, we see Joseph get to his next spiritual test, the prison. Now the prison represents the season where the enemy will try to contain and confine your spiritual gifts.
Come on.
It may look hopeless, and you may feel bound and locked into the space that you're in. But where you are is where God will cultivate your gifts and begin to use you like never before. We read where Pharaoh's cupbearer and his chief baker offended him. So they were thrown into the very prison that Joseph was in. And both of them had dreams. And if you remember what did I say earlier, what was Joseph's gifts? What could he do? He could interpret the dreams. So look how God set that up. He puts people in a place with a person who can interpret the dreams.
That's his name.
And Joseph was able to interpret those dreams by God's direction. He only asked for one thing. When you were restored to where you were, when you go back to Pharaoh's house, remember me. The Bible says that it was 2 years after their release, as the dreams that they had been fulfilled before the cupbearer remembered Joseph. Because if you read it, you see that the baker's dream said that he'd be killed. It was fulfilled. The cupbearer's dream said that he'd be restored. It was fulfilled. But it was 2 more years after he was released before he ever remembered Joseph. And that was only because Pharaoh began to have dreams. So the cupbearer remembered that I knew a man in jail who told me what my dreams meant. So maybe this man can help Pharaoh. 2 years. 2 years. The preparation time may not always be what's ideal for you. It may not always fit your agenda or your time frame. But he's preparing you for the next season. You can't operate in summer with your winter parka on. Especially not around here. I'm just coming back from Virginia where I was telling Elder that it's real winter. It's real winter out there. You walk outside every day, look like frozen. And I ain't talking about it, it's really frozen. Don't go to Virginia. But yes, you can't operate in summer in your winter parka. You got to be equipped because what comes next, the next spiritual level, is the fulfillment of the promise, the palace. Now, Joseph has found himself come full circle from everything that he's been through. From age 17 when he started off in the fields to now he's 30 years old. I'm only 31, so who's 17? CJ, how old are you? So he went from CJ to an old man like me. Somebody said, whoa. But Joseph went from a young man to a grown man, and all throughout, God has kept him. All throughout, God has been with him. While he was in that pit, that place of depression, that place where it looked like there was no way out. When he looked down, the ground was hard. When he looked to his sides, the same ground that was below him was on the side of him, and he couldn't see no way out. But the funny thing about the pit is when he looked up.
Come on now.
Glory.
Let me start over. When he looked down, everything was hard and damp and cold and dank. When he looked to the side of him, everything was cramped and pressing in on the sides of him. But when he looked up, mind was locked in. He thought, I'd never have my freedom again. Every day is not going to feel like the way it used to. I'm never going to be able to do the things that I once found joy in. But God used his very gift in the prison that he was in. But now he's come to the palace. And I used to think that the palace was like that, what's the video again? Super Mario? Y'all remember Super Mario back in the day? When you got to the end and Mario just danced because he got the princess and the game was over and he won all of that. I used to think of it like that. Like, look at what Joseph has. Look at what Joseph has attained. Look at what Joseph has done. But now I realize that the palace is not about what he's gained, but the palace is about what he can do for others. The palace is where he's setting up the protection and the preservation of his own people. By continuing to operate in this gift, Joseph is now able to save those who meant him harm so long ago. He's saving those who set traps and distractions along the way. By his God-given gift, he's able to provide an avenue for the complete and continual preservation of the people who don't even know they need him.
Come on.
When you make it to the palace, the very people who said that you can't are going to need you.
Come on.
The very people who said that you won't are going to want you. The very people who said that you're not qualified are going to look for you. The very people who wanted to see you fall are going to watch you be lifted up. The very people who wanted your death are going to watch you live life more abundantly. Life like you never lived before. And that's all because God is using you in that palace for his glory. I look back at that Mario story. At the end of it, Mario celebrated because he made it to the palace. He made it to the end of the road. He made it to the end to see what it was going to be. He might have went through the pit. He might have went through the prison. But now he's at the palace. And that's the place where God's going to get his glory. Somebody say glory to God. Somebody say glory to God. The palace is the area where you can operate fully in the gift that God has placed in you. After everything that you've been through, your gift will make room for you. After every no that you've heard, your gift will make room for you. After every bad diagnosis, your gift will make room for you. After everybody who stopped walking with you, your gift will make room for you. After every heartache, your gift will make room for you. After every trial, your gift will make room for you. After every tribulation, your gift will make room for you. Keep on believing. Keep on trusting God. Keep on walking with him. Put your hand in the hand of the man. I told you that this was going to be about God's promise. My purpose. I won't know my purpose until I understand God's promise. I won't know my purpose until I understand God's promise. But what did he promise me? He promised me that he prepared a place. He told me that he was going to prepare a place where there be no more sickness. There be no more suffering. There be no more heartache. There'll be no more pain. He made me a promise that if I live for him, he'll give me the things that my heart desires. He made me a promise that if I turn from my wicked One day he was driving with his family and they were on the road, and unfortunately an 18-wheeler veered off the course and knocked their car off the road, and they spun and went down the side of a ravine. When that young man came to, he was in the hospital, and he asked the nurse who was attending to his needs, he asked the nurse, where's my wife? Where are my children? And the nurse had to give him the unfortunate news that they had passed, that they were no longer there. So this young man, being a man of faith, couldn't handle it. He said, Lord, why me? Why now? Why in this space? So this young man let his faith go. He said, you know, Lord, I'm going to search this world. I'm going to wander. I'm going to try to find out what it is that you were doing in this. So years pass, and this young man, he wanders the earth and he walks around. And as he walks around, he tries to find an answer from God in nature. He tries to look at different things and see if God is going to reveal to him why it was that then that happened. And over the years, he doesn't quite find this answer. He acknowledges, you know, Lord, you've made beautiful creation. I see it every day, the birds, the animals, the sunshine. I see it every day, and I'm grateful for it. But why did my situation happen the way that it did? So one day, this young man was walking, and he walks into a downtown area. He walks into a construction site. And in this construction site, there's a man working. They're building a skyscraper. And as this man is working, the young man finds it strange in how he's working. He sees that there's cranes and equipment all around the construction site. But this man is working on one big boulder on the ground, chipping away at one big boulder.
Come on.
And as I said, this young man was very observant, and he sees the cranes, he sees the whatever, because I don't work in construction, I don't know what it's called. He's got it all. He sees all of his bulldozers and all of that. Thank you, First Lady. He sees all of that. And he goes up to the man, and he says, Sir, why are you doing all of this here? Why are you chipping away at this boulder here? You've got all the equipment. The man says, well, son, see, if you look way up there at the top of this skyscraper, that's where this boulder is supposed to go. And the boy says, well, I see that. I see exactly where it's supposed to fit at. But why are you doing this here? Not there. He says, well, son, it's not ready to go up there. I've got to chip away at it down here so that it can fit up there. If I take it from where it is here, like this, I can't get it to fit up there. I don't have the room to work on it the way I need to. I don't have the space or the capability to make it fit up there, but I know if I prepare it down here, I know if I prepare it down here on this ground, when I lift it up, it's going to fit perfectly. I don't have to worry about it or move it or do anything else to it. If I get it perfect here, it'll fit up there, young people. I said all that to say this. God is working with you. God is working through you. God is working on you. If you don't believe it, look at your life. You're in the right place. In 2019, we're losing too many young people. Every time I get on Facebook, somebody's kidnapped, abducted, their life is taken, their life is short. The devil is busy, and he doesn't want to see you right where you're at, giving God praise.
Hallelujah.
Don't think that church is just for the old folk. That's what I used to think too until I got old. They ain't taking me to get too old. I say about 19. When the first grades came rolling in, when that first little spiritual test called academic probation came in. That's when I learned how to trust him. I trust in God. Wherever I may be. But I'm comfortable with it. But children, young people, I'm serious. And I'm done. And, you know, don't expect no more preaching. If you want to hear some more whooping, there you go. But I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Can I do that? Young people, the trends may say, this is cool, this is accepted, this is fun, this is hot, this is hip. But what does God say?
Come on. Come on.
What has God called you to be? What has God identified in you and identified you as?
Come on.
You're here not because mama made you come, not because daddy made you come, not because pastor's got pizza in the back. You definitely didn't come to hear me. But you're here because this is the place where it's being checked at.
Yes.
Work